Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
All right. Can you let me know my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We will move to the next practice test, but before we will complete the remaining part 3 of yesterday practice test. So let's complete this part 3 answers and then we will start a new test today. As we have practiced for part 2 and part 1 yesterday, now we are going to move for part 3. Who would like to answer for part 3 questions? Sure, ma'am. Let's talk about creating a nice home. Keep in mind we have yesterday talked about anything you bought for your home. So part 3 questions are follow up of part 2. So that's why these questions are relevant to previous topic of home. Discussion topics: creating a nice home. Let's start practice questions. Why do some people buy lots of things for their home?
A few people are interested to design their home uh, as if they take it as a hobby. So they love to add new things in their homes like paintings and flowers and these kind of things.
All right. So it was a good start. Like few people, it's a good rephrasing of some people, and even we can do a lot of things, a lot of stuffs for their home. Do you think it is very expensive to make a home look nice?
Well, it's depend upon the choice. Few people love to buy expensive things, but few can design their home with local products too. It's all depend upon their own priorities. Like different art students collect things from local markets, and they prefer to buy these old and second-hand things, and still they can design their home. A lot of filler words, I guess.
Fluence and coherence was lost. Like you have need to bring something. And as you said, art people like buy different things from second shop. I think you were trying to sing something else. Like art people like to buy art related products such as paintings, drawings.
Uh, I just want to add something like about art students, as my sister is a product studying product designing, so they used to buy different things from local market. I just want to add that thing.
All right. Why don't some people care about how their home looks?
I think they are not interested like people who want to design their home. They more interested in their work, and they spend more time in other things, other um, in their work. And I think I lost again. Let me give you answer again.
It's
Something
okay. You
familiar,
can
but
try it again. We are doing practice here and for here for improvement, no
there,
matter.
how there. I think it's all depend upon the priorities. Few people love to uh, collect different things from their homes, and they want to design their houses. But few are not at all interested in these kind of things. Like mostly, if we talk about software engineers, as they have lot of work around them, they don't bother how their house looks. They only interested to have one desk and laptop in their home, in their room, and that's it.
Alright, few people are interesting and then few using few again and again in even a same sentence. I think you used in the previous question. You can say rest of the people as well. Some people do this, few people do this, few people do this, and rest of the people do this. Mm, different types of, let's talk about different types of home. In what ways is living in a flat or apartment better than living in a house?
I think flat is a kind of very congested and cozy place. Uh, that's why people want prefer to live in flats or apartments. Also, they are easily maintainable, so that's the primary reason they prefer apartments rather than houses.
Or it's a good primary reason is a good word we can take from your answers in order to describe in our answers. Okay, ma'am, in your opinion, what is different between flat, apartment, or house?
What is different? Flat is a small place with where it contains only few rooms, like maximum two rooms, attached washrooms and one kitchen, and maximum they have a balcony. But house is a place which have more space. We can a person can also add new uh, you know rooms uh, or spaces in houses easily, but apartments they can't refurbish them. So that's the reason, that's the difference. Also, as I mentioned, apartments are very congested, but houses, as compared to apartment, are quite big, and they have open spaces too.
All right, ma'am. Do you consider flat is a house which have, because you will see some buildings are very large, but they are consist of number of sub houses, like they are used for
Not
renting
houses,
purpose.
ma'am, they are flats or apartments, like small apartments.
Okay, my question is, if all right, house is stand alone, like only one
Yes,
family can live, right?
yes.
While in a flat, many people can live there, right?
Yes, but as compared to houses, they are a bit congested. They don't have any open spaces. If we talk about apartment, like they are quite big, like our houses, still they don't have any open spaces.
All right, because what we call it, if one flat has multiple sub like building in, people normally use for rent purpose, create such building. Is that building is flat?
Yes, they have shared lawns. A few apartments or flats have shared lawns and these kind of places, but not separate.
All right, and there are many different sub like apartment in each in one under building there are many sub houses, like sub flat apartment you can say, and every one apartment is owned by one person, right, or family.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, I think we have need to clear sometime. I have noticed uh house or flat difference in Cambridge books. Do you think homes will look different in the future?
I don't think about it much, but they might change according to the priorities of like new people, newborn children, because according to our parents, we also change now. We need our separate room. We need our uh, separate working space, so they might want to change like us, because if we talk about previous generation, like millenniums, they all they all want to live in a joint family. They don't need any separate room or any separate space, but according to the priorities, these houses also change, so it might change in future too.
All right. What the word you spoke? Millennium?
Like old generation.
What is the spelling of that one?
Millennials.
Can you spell that one?
I think MILLENNIals. IAL.
Okay, millennium as a person born between the early 1980s and the late 90s. Millennium, alright. In this specific area, I don't know, I forgot in what context you use, but according to
I just use in
Wikipedia,
a context. I think my answer wasn't very clear, although I have idea. I just want to say that if we talk about different generations, every generation need new things in their houses, so it might affect our houses in the future too.
yeah, yes, I think that idea now you're mentioning can be changed a bit. Like every generation has different needs, and based on their needs, they are like try to changing the look of the homes. In that way, I think we can better bring in a coherent way.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Do you agree that the kinds of homes people prefer changes as they get older?
Yes. It really matters because when people gets older, they want to live in a open space area or which is close to nature, and they don't want to sit in closed homes or apartments. So I think it really matters.
Right, there were less number of syllables in the last questions compared to the first part of part 3. However, there was a coherent issue. You can connect your ideas more better way. And I think you can replace some words like I think, I believe, in my opinion, from my point of view, from my perspective. So these are different synonyms which we can use for describing, I think, like in my opinion. So this is some suggestions. I'm not getting what was sometimes your answer was good. What is the reason that you are lacking coherence today?
I guess I can't explain it. I like one thing I want to mention. I feel like uh, you don't understand my ideas, and that is something I feel like a major issue.
I think your audience, like, you are talking many things, but might be you're not connected them, so that's why your answers were hard to follow for me, right?
Right, yes. Ma'am, one more thing. If you give me a roughly pen score according to these answers, what it will be?
I can't analyze entirely because we have to deeply on different perspectives. But I would suggest people normally suggest. I don't think so. It is a good idea. One of students said she was getting 6.5 to 7 while practicing with ChatGPT and asking ChatGPT to analyze score, and she got a 7 in speaking in the real exam, and ChatGPT was giving 6.5 to 7. So there, this is one example. We can't generalize based on this experience, but try to. I will share the try to ask ChatGPT that you are my examiner, take my test. Someone suggested me. It can analyze your score and even some other form of issues. You have to say ChatGPT, you are my examiner. You have need to take my test, and then you mention based on this criteria of part one, and then can provide me a feedback. So if you will take the answer with ChatGPT, it might help you analyze your score.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, how to improve our vocabulary?
What do you think? Okay, I have a question before answering your question. What do you think about remaining criteria of I speaking, like pronunciation, grammatical range and accuracy, and then fluency and coherence? Are you good in remaining areas?
Ma'am, I don't understand what you say. It's a connection error here.
Let me explain it again. You asked me about how we can improve our vocabulary, right? This is your question,
Yes, ma'am.
Arvind. Before answering this question, I have one question. There are four marking criteria for this exam. One is fluency and coherence. Second is lexical resource, like vocabulary and these in idiomatic language, which you are talking about now. And the remaining two are grammatical range and accuracy. And the fourth one is pronunciation. So, what about the other um, marking criteria? Are you good in all these things? Like your fluency is good, your coherent, you can speak coherently without losing it while speaking. Can you pronounce word correctly? Can you uh, speak sentences accurately and range of complex sentence structures? Are you good in all these criteria? What do you think?
Ma'am, I am not fluent in English speaking. I take much time to think, to complete a sentence. So it's very difficult to me to choose a vocabulary main means major word which is used in a sentence. This is the main problem which I'm facing.
Okay, I will come to your question as well. I have the sometime what problem I am currently facing that I thought when unknown topic comes in front of me, I become stressed and do not perform good. In sometimes I will perform good, like I can secure say from 5 to 7 range. In some test, I perform very bad. My opinion was there might be a reason that unknown topic comes in front of my eyes and I become nervous and I don't perform very bad and I don't perform very well, sorry, in that corner. This was my opinion because when we think about it, things start happening. Actually, we are giving thinking to our brain that we are not good because we are not even confident on our ability. So one day, one of Sir Nawan, when he joined us, and what he said we have enough knowledge, like we can speak on any um, topic. You have just need to able to convey your ideas fluently, and initially you need to work on it just. And when you will be able to do this, when you are able to convert your ideas into a speech, like you are able to communicate what is in your mind for any person, then you can look into and other things because this is the first phase. You need to able to communicate in front of others. So I started to realize myself, even I have in many topics I realize I have now good ideas. In certain times we have enough knowledge, even if someone asks us to speak in that topic we can speak in a native language. So it's mean if we are able to speak in a native language, it's mean we can convey your idea. Your idea shouldn't be too much creative or like that. Even simple answers can be given, and if you are fluent without not making a grammatical mistake, these are okay. So I started to implement this strategy in the last couple of days, and I have really noticed that you have ideas. Even I make myself that I can speak on any topic. So this improve my way of thinking, like I can't speak on unknown topics, and in that way we can relieve our stress. We're talking about vocabulary. If you are going to memorize a lot of vocabulary, there might be a chance you forgot, and there might be a chance you are not able to use there might be a chance you work. If vocabulary comes in your mind, there might be a chance we are unable to use correctly, because when we learn new word and we are not used to use in a sentence, and we usually sometimes pronounce it wrongly and sometimes we use incorrectly. So using showing vocab and using wrong is better than not to use it. So if you are good in other areas, in my opinion, then you should go for this option like vocabulary. This is one opinion if you are okay. If you are lacking in other areas, and this is my own opinion, this can be very, you have need to focus on other areas as well. And another thing, if you are lacking specific words like for a topic, like how you are conveying your idea. In that case, I have shared one app where you can go through a wide range of topics and it can helps to get ideas. But I also realized that but these things sometimes you can learn fewer words but not by because we can't memorize it. Examiner will understand it, and examiner is not going to give us marks. We are not here to memorize any type of answer. Even you go through, you may get some words, but there might be a chance you are not able to these are not will not be able to come in your mind while you are in exam, because we're nervous, we have stress, we are there are many things in our mind going on. But you still keep habit of reading one topic question, like topic part one, part two, part three, explore the answer, just read, see the question and just read one line and try to say what how they answer, what words they have used. So in that way you can get some ideas, but don't memorize it. And the link of that app is shared in pin message of this channel. You can download it. This is one way, but there might be a chance we still even I am adopting this strategy as well, but I didn't notice that I am able to remember a lot of words. Some people have good memory, they can't, but I don't think so. What is the another strategy beside this? This is one way. What I noticed, I try to listen good brand answers on internet. What I noticed that nobody is using too much complex words or anything. They are the words which they are using and getting even band 8 9 when you try to read some test, like some teachers conducted online, are the words we know. And when I analyze it, the words which they are speaking, these are the words we all know. What is the reason these words are not coming in our mind when we are giving answers? So that's the reason. Having a word and using that word, there is a difference between when we have need to use that word. If we memorize that word and we are unable to use that word, then there is no result of that word. And based on listening some videos, what I analyzed, many people are getting 8 9 band and they are using all those words which I already know for their topic. Even I have noticed for some difficult topic as well, I know the word, but reason that we are I'm unable to use that. In my opinion, we have need to recall like explore different ideas. In that way we can recall some words as well which we know, and we can learn new words. One way is that. Another thing, try to listen podcasts on a daily basis and make everything in English language around you, surrounds you with English things. When we listen podcast, we not only know uh, their accent, their intonation, their pronunciation, we get vocab, we get ideas. So there are many things are improved because many people say when if you want to become a good writer, besides writing, you have need to read different books, articles, whatever. Same case, if you want to become a speaker, you have need to speak first. If you are unable to speak, then you can't become speaker. But for output, speaking is an output, and we need input. And what is the input? Input is a listening. The more you listen, the more you give the input, your output will be more better.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. This is very informative for me.
Yeah, I hope so. These all strategy will work you. Uh, would you like to practice for part three?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
We have done part one and part two question of this test yesterday, and we that's why we continue part three. Would
This
you
is my
like to?
first, ma'am, this is my first time in this class. I didn't take any class and I don't know the um, what did you do in this class and what is part one, part two, part three. So yeah, but this is my first time.
You know about this test?
No, ma'am, this is my first time in this class. I recently joined Icon Guru uh, to learn to practice English, actually, to improve my English skills.
All right. So, IELTS is an exam of English proficiency test, and it is required to apply for higher studies in English speaking countries. So we need certain bands for this. So this is IELTS exam test. You know, And this exam has four modules: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Normally, in the course which are ongoing on iCalcu, they talk about all these four modules week by week. But in this session, we're specifically improving our I speaking so that we can score good score in this speaking module, because it is at least 7 out of 9 is required for getting TA. So that's why the structure of this speaking is part one, part two, and part three. Part one, you have need to. There are short questions about our personal, like yourself, like if you are hobby, hometown, work, study, your family, your likeness about arts and these things. And part two is a topic which we have need to speak 1 to 2 minutes, and then part three are a general discussion, follow up topics of part two. So this is how it works, and this lasts for 11 to 14 minutes. So even you can get access the pin sheet of this speaking module, and you can get the general idea of in the first class of this session. Sheets is pin in the channel. So that's why we are heading. Means we are preparing for this exam.
Okay, sure, ma'am.
All right. So I can ask the part three questions. Do you have plan to give this exam?
Yes, ma'am. I am working on it. I am in 8th semester, and I want to pursue my career in other country, and want to improve my English skills. So I want to do IELTS test.
All right, then I think that we can practice here. Let's take part three question, and then okay. By the way, we are going to start a new test because we have part one and part two was completed yesterday. Let's move to the new test, and I will ask the question one by one as we go through ourselves. In that way, you will learn how we are giving answers. Mhm.
Okay, ma'am.
We will answer part one by one, then part two and part three, and then you will get how this works. Otherwise, for knowing basic structures, you can see the first class video link. Recording links are pinned in the sheet, mentioned in the sheet which is pinned in this channel. So you can check the pin message of this channel.
Okay, ma'am.
So let's start new test, and you will get how we will play. So let's take part one question, and we all answer part one question. Okay, keep in mind only part two will be in your front of eyes. Otherwise, part one and part three question will not be in your front of eyes. It will be in front of examination, and you have need to make habit of listening instead of looking at her. So let's start part one questions. Neighbors, how often do you see your neighbors? Sir, would you like to answer a part one question?
Ma'am, I don't understand the line sentence.
Anil, how often do you see your neighbors? You didn't understand the meaning of this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how often do you see your neighbor? It's mean people who are living along with our homes. These are basically neighbors, and they are asking how frequently we're seeing them, either daily basis, once in a week, twice in a week. So this is the question meaning. How much you are able to like meet or see your people who are living nearby your homes.
Ma'am, there are a lot of people who live in my neighborhood, and I saw them every day in morning, and when I come back to the university, one have a shop at the corner of our street, and I can talk to them, and yeah, many peoples of my neighborhood which I saw every day.
All right. So you don't need to say sa is a past, and we are talking about present. So you have need to use I see.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And if you are new, I think you can improve better. If your speaking is not much bad, like you have need to bring some accuracy and coherence in your language. Otherwise, I don't see you are lacking ideas. Let's continue this. Do you invite your neighbors for your home?
Yes, many times I invite them. My mom invite them in their home, and when we cooked something special, I will definitely give them. And yeah.
Okay. There is a one way to use range of vocabulary independent with the same one. There is words that invite. So you said my mom invites them. In another question, my mother gave them invitation, and you can see instead of invites them again, we can use my mother give them invitation. So they are different root words. Even we can use in different ways. Do you think you are a good neighbor?
Yes, absolutely. We are good neighbor. I am good neighbor. Uh, I,
Okay.
J-
Right. Try to give the answer in 2 to 3 sentences for part one, and for part three, we have to develop more. So you can say, "Do you think you are a good neighbor?" And you can give the answer. Why do you think you are a good neighbor? Like you can say, "I'm a good neighbor because I always support people who are living along with my house, and when they ask for need, I always show my hand to help them." I'm always a helping hand to them, so that's why they always admire my this good quality of helping. So you can provide, I provide support, I can assist them when they are need. So you can say there are some elderly people living in my neighbor, and I also do some grocery for them. So you can talk about anything. These are any common ideas, and we all know. Has a neighbor ever have has a neighbor ever helped you?
Yes, ma'am. My neighbor always helped me because he's a teacher, and when I was in trouble, yeah, in my course called mathematics, I used to go there, and I uh, need help, and when he want me to help them, I always help him.
All right, you have need to remove some sentences like you talk about different help them. You have need to make it in a coherent way and try to avoid repeating something. You can just say, yes, there is a one neighbor who always support me in my mathematic course because I'm lacking in it. Sometimes I don't understand concept. I usually go to his home, and she taught me those concepts. So, and she's a very good teacher when explaining those concepts. So that's why I'm taking tuitioning from him. So how you can speak? So these are different ways. So I don't find you are lacking ideas. Even many people find when they are beginning. So even you have now words to speak. So I think you are lacking. Sometimes you have lost coherence and fluency. And fluency is how you can see the marking criteria which we have discussed. Usually we discuss on a Monday class some important topic. So you can see the for the remaining days we are doing practice. For the Monday class, like week one of the every week, you can listen the recording of just those days instead of listening remaining recording. One was, I think this is week three or week four. In one day, we discuss basic structure. In the next week of Monday class, we discuss band scriptures, like how our exam is marked. And in the one week, we discuss about filler words. In this week, we just talk about fluency and coherence. So these are four important recording to listen. Otherwise, remaining are practice sessions, so you don't need to listen for the remaining session. You can come here and can practice, so you can improve a lot. Okay, anyone have suggestion for sir? In my opinion, anyone have suggestion for Sir Nurul Islam? You can, you are free to give. In which area sir can improve?
Sir, I think you should start speaking. This is a one step. I am also lacking in a lot of things, but from the day I started joining this lecture, then at least I get that confidence to speak. So at the moment, you can follow ma'am's instructions because she instruct very well to newcomers especially. So you can follow her. But I want to say only one thing: just start speaking. You get the confidence day by day.
Inshallah, ma'am,
Yeah,
inshallah.
yeah, that's a good suggestion, and also we always need to try to speak. Let's see, if you want to become doctor or surgeon, you can't become until you operate different people. So you are not going to become a surgeon. So same way, if you want to become a good speaker, you have need to speak, otherwise you will not be able to communicate in native language. And what other things need, like our speaking is how good, as I mentioned, we have need to listen different podcasts. I have noticed sometimes that I try to read different articles, but this did not bring a lot of improvements in my speaking. But what I try to start to listen to podcasts, I saw many improve. Like we can learn some new words, even we can know the pronunciation, even we can know the accent and how they speak. So there are variety of things I am getting. In my This is my opinion. We can't say one strategy fits to all situation or to all person. You can experience different way. You can, but in my opinion, it is a better way to learn different words, different style, how to. It also improves your listening as well. So there are different benefits for doing this. I have tried to read even articles like I was reading previously to improve my vocab and different things. I've noticed, oh, these words didn't come in my mind, but when we read articles, some words which we are not speaking become like they are recalled, so we can use it. But I I'm getting more benefit for listening in podcasts than the reading. It depends on how you are getting benefits. So you can take. Okay,
Ma'am,
let's.
which
Yes,
type of
ma'am.
art do you like read? Like academic literature or arts strategies?
Whatever topic fascinates you, you can listen in English language. There's no specific like channel, because when you listen variety of you will get variety of things. So I don't have any preference. If I listen about I need some strategies or tips, I can listen about this exam as well. Usually I also listen general topics on whatever. It is not specified that you should listen, because sometimes we don't have interest in even listening in another language. So it's a hurdle some people feel. So if you are listening, whatever fascinates you, it will help to keep this listening habit continue. Otherwise sometimes we give up.
Ma'am, I have a question. Last day, I want to ask you this question, but time was over. So the question is, how can I overcome this problem? I get freeze during giving the answers, and I feel like I am blank. All my ideas, uh, just everything is get blank the way I was explaining yesterday, part two, but I can't complete it. So how can I improve this
I think,
problem?
in my opinion, you have ideas. Even initially, you spoke very well, but sometimes I noticed that your performance sometimes like even in the first. I think I noticed your first answer was very good. I have given the feedback you as well, if you remember.
Yes, ma'am.
So, uh, will there if we have an idea, and if even if we are thinking a lot about even if we are stressed and nervous, I will say that you will forget the ideas even which you have. This is one way, because we are stressed, and in that way, what we have need to, and we are thinking about too much. Like we are focusing on many things while speaking. We are already nervous. We already don't have like we are lacking many things, and what we are doing, whilst we are thinking that if we will make mistake, this will happen. My band will reduce. If I will make mistake, if I there might be a reason I will mispronounce it. There might be a reason I make grammatical mistake. So thinking about a lot of things is also a problem. Then our mind can't cope and think much. Another is having a stress is also the one reason. In my, what I noticed that uh, We always, if I ask like how often do you lose, let's say I ask, has a neighbor ever helped you? If I ask in your native language, could you answer this same question in a native language, and I am sure you will answer it very confidently.
Ma'am,
Exactly.
when anyone asks me about any question, first of all, I try to make the sentence in my mind, but the words didn't come into my mind. So that's why I did not speak it. Okay, which words we should use or not. Also, I have a grammar mistake when I talk about in present, but use a past sentence, especially the second form. But when I talk about the past sentence, I use a is, am, are mostly.
All right, let me finish the answer of my Naza question, then I will come to you. Okay, if even if I ask the question in your native language, I'm sure we are able to answer this question in the uh, confident answer will be right, because these are just generic questions, and we know many people help us. Even we don't know, we don't need to have an idea, we can make a fake story shouldn't be real. Even if you have never visited any place, don't think about you have never visited. They are not testing our knowledge, they are just testing our way of communicating, either we are able to communicate or not. So you can make any fake story. Even if nobody help us, you can just make somebody help me by um, leaving me to a public transport station, and I was getting late at that time. I don't have money to book a ride. So these are different ideas we can take. So if we're able to answer the same question in our own native language, it means we don't have an ideas lacking issues. We are able to speak. Initially, I don't. You try to listen some videos of band, and you will notice that all have very basic idea. Nobody is talking about any complex thing. Their idea is very simple, and all those things are just we are talking. Even I don't think so. And these, if you're letting, even in this part of question is mean, this is not an idea lacking issue. Sometimes you are might be thinking about many things like fluency and coherence. Sometimes you are thinking about like grammatical mistakes. So don't think about much. Just try to speak whatever comes in mind, and take little bit slow pace so that you have time to think. And sometimes if we are speaking unconsciously, what happens? We lose the ideas, and when that's why I'm saying we have need to become a mindful speaker and make little bit average, not too much slow down pace. Because when we are speaking unconsciously, what happens? We lose the ideas, and when we lose the idea, we are unable to get it again. And this happens when we are speaking unconsciously. So we have need to. That's why we have need to become a mindful speaker, and we have need to speak on every speed. And if we are doing this, we can get the ideas side by side. This is the strategy I adopted recently, and this is helping me as well. I hope so, ma'am. You get the answer.
Yes, ma'am, I will try these all the tips, inshallah.
Okay, ma'am Shaisa, could you ask the question again? You have now, you try to talk in, uh, if the question isn't present, you try to make some grammatical mistake. Is that your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Let ask the question, one question yourself. Are you able to answer? Are you able to convey your ideas? Like, I am talking with you, and let's say I am talking in another language. Let's say Chinese. I don't know this language. Do you think? Initially, when I think about either I'm speaking correctly or not, no. Initially, I need to think about either I am able to speak with you or not in that language. When you are able to speak, then you will analyze either you are speaking correctly or not. This steps is second. Same is case. If you are unable to write, how you are thinking that you will notice your writing mistake. Definitely, initially you have to be able to uh, convey your writing in the form of writing, and when you finish your writing, then you will analyze either you are making a mistakes or not. So if you are making a mistake, like you have any problem in present past in your writing as well, it's mean you have need to go through some work how present and past things work. If you are good in tenses, they are not much hurdle. But initially you have to work on either you are able to communicate your ideas, it will be a good suggestion. If you are able to do in making present past, sometimes happen these things. Try to listen the question carefully. either their question asking in the present or past, because our test is also test on different range of structures. Either we are able to talk about sometimes you use this question is you would say they are at sometimes I think we have to use a range of like future, present, past, and then sometimes you try to notice that you will notice that you can see these questions are in present, these questions are in past, are always happy people, and you will say there will be a some question or work. So is it always necessary to work hard? Do you think that successful people are always happy? How is environment to have goal in their life? Is necessary? Okay, these are some questions you can even talk about a little bit in future. You can say our questions are mix of different sentences. So we can already answer. We don't need to think about much that we have to speak in our sentences, present, future, past. If you notice a person, they are already asked in a way that we can they can assess in our sentence tenses in our sense like present, past, or future. So what if you're making present and past mistake occasionally or regularly, it depends on if your mistakes are frequent, like even if you made writing, try to understand either you are making this because due to that you don't know things about like past sentence difference and present, or if you make it unconsciously, then you can you have to become a mindful speaker, and you have to notice yourself. If you're speaking in the past, then you have to use past form of verb. I hope so. Your query will be answered.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Let's start this question. Ma'am, would you like to answer this question?
Yes, ma'am. I try.
Let's talk about neighbors. How often do you see your neighbors?
I saw my neighbors a lot in a week because I am a computer teacher, and a lot of people come here with uh, with with his or her children. Uh, that's why I met the neighbors a lot.
A lot of people come here with their children. So
Sorry.
you don't need to say his or her because he was talking about when he or she. Do you invite your neighbors to your home?
Yes, I like the neighbors. Yes, I invite the neighbors in my home when I discuss the ideas and his and her children progress with his mother, uh, and also when I have made any special dish in my home. Uh, we in my home, I like to invite the my neighbors for
All right. Okay, there are some you don't need to extend your answer too much. 2 or 3 sentences for part one are enough. We happen to extend our answer in part three. So try to make your answer shorter and say his or her. I didn't understand the. Are you talking about specific person? If that person is male or female, then you have need to use her. If that person is male, it is okay. And when we talk about, you can say unlike neighbors,
I'm
unlike
saying his her means boy girl both are children. That's why I've choose his her children. Means her children. Okay, you are right. Her children is a suitable.
if a woman, then her children will be. So
Yes.
you can say that I invite neighbors like in my home when I am feeling like bored, so that I can spend time with them and can enjoy my free time. And even you can answer in many ways. But even you invite them when you need some help, like in cooking. You can say anything in study, in
Yes.
gardening, anything. So try to
Yeah.
just say I would, yeah. And
But
one thing is
these are simple ideas, but these simple idea didn't come into my mind. I just speak a long, very complex ideas I thought about then I try to speak, but I am unable to speak.
All right. The more simple idea you speak, the more correctly you speak it and fluently. So try to, whatever comes in your mind, don't try to think about having a complex idea, because we are not judging on this criteria of having a complex idea and creative in them. So just try to speak whatever you have. Try to make your answer direct. Do you invite your neighbors to your home? Yes, I invite them most of the time, especially when I have enough free time. Sometimes when I need some help in work or study, I also ask my friend, which is living alongside my home. Or you can say next to my home. So these are the simple answers, and these are the basic ideas, and we all know. Do you think you are a good neighbor? Ma'am, if you are speaking, your mic is muted. Hello.
Yes, I think I am a good neighbor because I helped her when he needs mm, any help like related to writing and also in the subjects, especially in the computer science. I helped him when he applied anywheres, but he doesn't know how to apply. That's why I help him in applying any related to job or something for university admission.
All right. You were using had that was in the past, and do you think yes, I am a good neighbor because I always help? In that way, I don't know if you're talking about you help someone in the past, then it is okay. But if you're talking about present, then you have need to change. Okay, you can say multiple things like I help my neighbors. I'm a good neighbor because I always help them, such as helping in filling applications, job applications. Um, in writing, or sometimes teaching to my friend children. So you already mentioned that you invite some children, even you can talk about in the same context. Yes, I'm a very good teacher, so I always help my friend children to teach different subjects such as mathematics, science, because they uh, find difficulty. Even you can talk about, if you are belonging to a computer science field, you can say that they found difficulty in running computer and understanding it. So I myself background is in this field, so that's why I always help them. So this is different ways. You can say there are many more answers you can answer, so there's no right idea. So it should be just relevant to the question. Has a neighbor ever helped you?
Ma'am, I'm blank. Did not any ideas come into my mind.
Try to yes, you are facing issue of speaking, so initially you just try to convey your idea. As soon as you will become better, then try to focus on grammatical range. Try to say whatever comes in your mind.
Ma'am, I
If
have a question.
Okay, let the Shaisa answer to be
Okay.
finished with last question.
yes, my neighbors always help me, especially in the cooking, because I am not a good good.
I'm not good in it. You can see how simple. So try to answer.
I
So you
good
have
in
answered.
yes, I'm not good in it. He always helped me when I need it. When if I want to when guest sorry ma'am.
Or don't. Okay, if you're facing, I say initially start your practicing by answering part one question, because part one answer are shorter than part three. You don't need to extend your answer. Try to finish your answer in 2 or 3 sentences. Don't try to make it too long. Like just say, just my neighbor one time helped me in cooking when I needed. At that time, guest came in my home, and I don't know how to make chicken rice, which I need to serve to my guest. She helped me in making this recipe. So you can say in simple words. So try to
Yes, I want to try this, but
And one thing is, okay, one thing I have noticed that you try to speak many ideas. Try to stick one idea. It will also help you to stay to the topic instead of, if you try to take this strategy and let herself know that is this let yourself know that is this strategy working for you. Like, don't talk about too much ideas. Just talk about one idea and try to give the answer based on this. If this is workful, it might then use this strategy. Then Nazi, what question you have, you can ask it. We have couple of minutes.
Ma'am,
Otherwise, I
can you please guide about other three modules too, like writing, reading, and listening?
at the moment we have just couple of minutes. What guidance you need in other modules? It depends on, because every person has different weakness. Some are facing weak in different perspectives. Some are like, there might be a reason. You will notice
Ma'am,
that if someone,
okay, ma'am, how can we improve like bands in listening and reading? And what are the tips for writing?
there's so many things to discuss. It totally depends on which weakness you are facing. Like initially, I was facing a problem listening of focus and unable. If you are unable to understand accent, try to read the audio, play the audio, and try to uh, uh, look
No,
at the
ma'am, I
eyes on
don't
the
have
face.
any problem in understanding. I understand that, but still I don't get like good bands in it. There is no understanding problem, but it might problem of focus. I don't think so. I can improve it more, so that's why I'm asking you. Plus, there is huge time management problem in reading and writing. Plus, my band score in writing is not improving from 5.5 to 6. It's stuck on this range. So, can you please tell me about these problems?
The question,
I have asked many people, but I can't get it. How can I improve them?
ma'am, there are multiple questions. One thing I am giving the example of that, like example, it's a mean what weakness you are focusing. One weakness you have mentioned, the listening, you are unable to focus on it. Okay,
Yes,
if
ma'am.
this is a problem, then what you have need to do, you have need to listen the recording in a quiet place and make sure nobody is distracting you, and try to fully focus on the audio. And this is the one way. If you are facing in specific part of the question, it's mean like map, it's mean your problem is not with listening, your problem is with the map question. Try to work on that specific area. Try to find out in what are your weakness. If it, like, if you are unable to, let's say, if I am just taking example, if I'm unable to understand accent, it's mean I am going to do wrong question most of the time. If I am doing just map question, it's mean I have problem with that person, like understanding direction. Same is the case for reading. I will I think we have not much time, the meeting might soon end. Try to ask the same question in tomorrow class in the beginning of the session, if the session is going to end already, and I will answer that. If you are facing time and issues, have you noticed in which part of the question you are spending so much time?
Ma'am, in all three parts of reading, especially in last part and in writing, I take so much time and I put effort to improve my grammar, but still my band score is stuck on 5.5 to 6. It's not
Alright,
improving.
let's talk about writing later. Let's talk about reading. You are facing, you are, how much time you are spending on part one and part two?
In reading or
Yes,
writing? Okay,
in
in
reading.
reading, ma'am, it takes 35 to 40 minutes minimum in all the parts. Minimum.
You spend 30 to 35 minutes in just one part,
Yes.
or it's a too big. I faced the same problem initially, and I took longer than no, but now I'm able to like start in 1 hour. I think last time has when he asked the same question in beginning of the class. I will guide you how you can improve and what things you can do. Let's make this session. Let's start this session tomorrow and try to let me try to. You just need to, what you have need to try to identify. what are the reasons of not what are the reasons you are unable to manage the time? Like, are you unable to
Okay, ma'am.
understand the content and ask the same question for remaining module? All of the quiz which you have asked me, remind me in the beginning of the class and ask me. I will respond you before starting the session.
Okay, ma'am. Fine. Thank you.
And one thing you have need to do, you just need to check out what are the like problems. Are you not going to? You have need to initially have you learned all the strategies to solve all the questions?
Yes, ma'am. I am using different strategies so that I can improve myself. A
All right.
second, yes.
In my opinion, I have faced the same problem initially, but now I'm able to do this in 1 hour. The problem was there was certain problems which I have found in myself, and I work on these weakness. And one can be a comprehension problem, but sometimes we're trying to answering so many questions, like we are spending so many times on different questions by reading the passage.
Ma'am, can
In
we do practice of those more questions too, like listening, reading, and writing?
I didn't get your question. Time has been. I mean,
Ma'am, can we practice other modules too?
in this session,
Not in this session, we can manage another hour for it. Every single day, we can manage one, we can practice one module.
I think we have need to look on because this Ramadan is going. Everyone have different time. Try to go in the session and try to just see and try to answer the question and try to adopt how people when people if someone is asking correctly answer, try to ask why how they are adopting some this question. But I will try to give some tips tomorrow by looking at you what problem you are facing. We're out of time.
Okay, ma'am.
And Allah Hafiz, remind me in
Allah
the
Hafiz.
tomorrow class in the beginning
Sure,
of the
inshallah.
session. I hope so I will be able to help you.
Okay,
Allah
ma'am.
Hafiz.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.